Hey, how's it going, traders? Hope you guys all had a green day and a green week. We're going to go over today's daily plan as well as take a look at the intraday order flow. That's what we're looking at right here. This is order flow. This is called a footprint chart. And to answer a viewer's question they asked, I answered to their comment. I'm not sure if they saw it, but this software that I use is CR Charts is the name of the program. And again, these are footprint charts. Now, if you're new to footprint charts, they're very, very customizable. What we're looking at when we look at mine is transacted volume. Some people like to have cumulative delta, a whole bunch of different things. Trust me when I say it's very, very customizable. Just do a quick Google image search, and you'll see for yourself. So I have a video on the home of the YouTube channel going over how I have my footprint charts configured. All right, so let's start with today's daily plan. I post a daily plan every day here on YouTube through the community tab, as well as StockTwits here. So let's get started, shall we? I start every morning with my TPO charts, right? Time price opportunity chart, market profile chart, same thing. And essentially, market profile charts are used to gauge the current market auction. What's going on in the auction? Are we building balance? Are we trading in balance or out of balance? And things that we look at is, the tops of profiles. Each one of these is called, sorry, let me get my pen. Each one of these is called a profile. This, I just have the volume by price next to it, but this has to do with time, not volume, as volume by price does, right? Time is a crucial factor in the markets. So again, things that we're looking at is the shapes of the profiles, right? This is a capital D shape, and that is a balance, right? This is a balanced session so far. Now there's different types of balance. We could have a normal balance day, a normal variation of a balance day, etc., etc. As of right now, it's just a normal balance day. We look at the tops and bottoms. Not sure if I said that. Other things are value area lows, value area highs, and points of control. Not to be confused with volume points of control, right? We see that right here with that orange volume node. Points of control, right? We're looking at time when we look at market profile. This is where the market spent the most time at the during the overnight session. So from there, I go here. The 4-hour chart, my favorite time frame as a day trader. I say it every single video. By far my favorite. We could take definitely the most information for here, the most useful information in my opinion. So I mark up my TPO chart, and then I come here and I mark up the 4-hour footprint chart. What do you mean markup? I annotate it. I'll take a screenshot and then I just go on Paint 3D, the generic Microsoft application, and I annotate, do we have a bid, right? Say, for example, during this overnight session yesterday, we have a bid walking up on the tape. Do we have trapped volume, right? We had a whole bunch of volume transacted over here, and during this overnight session, guess who's trapped? Right there. Whoa, that was a terrible line, I'm sorry. And why is this significant? Well, look, we revisit this trapped volume. These participants that are trapped right here are thanking the heavens that they could get out at or close to their break-even, and they help provide a ceiling, right? So looking at trapped volume, an aggressive bid, maybe walking up on the tape, or maybe an aggressive offer walking down on the tape. Do we have gaps in volume where the market hasn't really traded much because of trapped participants or whatnot? There's so much that we need to take. So again, I annotate all these different charts, the TPO, the footprint. Where is the footprint? Over here. And I'll send it in the Discord server, right? We have a daily plan Discord server. And then from there, I go to the daily chart. So, 1 second, let me pull this up. We can see the transacted volume on the E-mini. Where we have sellers, where we have buyers, structurally, where we are trading. Are we trading within balance, without, all that stuff. And yeah, I mark that up and send it. So let's take a look at today's intraday order flow. And this is using a 30 minutes footprint chart. So this blue right here is just initial balance. Initial balance, for those who don't know, is just the first hour trading. So the high of the first hour, low first hour, and I believe, maybe I don't. I thought I had the midline marked in there. whatever. So unbalanced days, usually we stay within initial balance. Um, just generic, super generic rule of thumb is, longing value area low, shorting value area high, um, and with even better setups with runs of initial balance. Now on normal initial balance days, we usually see at least one run of either side. As for me, balance days are my favorite days. If you guys watched this week's video, I believe I posted on Wednesday, I want to say. I said my favorite days to trade are balance days, but specific balance days near inflection points. Now, when we look at the charts here, we are balancing, but not next to an inflection point, right? The closest ones, just not touching it. Now, Monday's price action was different. We had a balance day right at an inflection point. So imagine this balance over here, meaning that the lows are just always at this inflection point, and with balance days, you're respecting the lows all day, and it just provides such easy scalps that you could trade, right? Taking your core off at 2-3R depending on what you risk and what your risk profile is, and then you could save the rest for revisits of value area high or the high of initial balance. A whole bunch of different ways we could trade this, right? This is just generic ways I go over in the room. I have a whole introductory series on how I actually execute using the order flow, right? A lot of people trade VWAP, RSI, MACD, all those things, but it doesn't really help you. It doesn't give you actionable levels intraday in real time, right? Let me pull up my 5-minute chart. So let's just take a quick look. All right. So I think we all can see we have a lot of volume trapped here. This is 10:30 right here, close of initial balance. Do I not have? I don't. Okay. I'm going to pause this and I'm going to put value area highs, value area lows, and whatnot on this chart. 1 second. There we are. Sorry, I actually forgot. For those who don't know what value area high or value area low is, when we look, for example, at today's profile, we have that D-shaped profile, right? And value area highs and value area lows capture 70% of the trading volume. So 70% of the volume was done within value area high and value area low, meaning then 15% here, 15% there, right? So when we look at today's price action, we look at initial balance. We see a lot of volume. There's an offer up here, right? Offer was built in, stop, majority of retail, and then you get the sell, correct? So we sell down here, and as we're trading back up, what do we see? Trapped volume, right? The majority of this offer, some people still in it, trapped. But in this offer, what else is there? There's going to be buyers, right? We see 2,026 contracts, 1,800, almost 2,100. A lot of people were buying here. And as we sell down, their position is underwater, and they are panicking, right? So when we come back to this trap volume, what do we see? Zero prints, selling in balance, right? What's a zero print? That's a complete exhaustion. No one else is willing to transact up here. We're going to go lower. Where? Right at the value area high, right with this trapped volume. So even though we're not at a key inflection point, these are just simple ways that we could read the order flow and actually transact off of it, right? We're not blindly taking a trade off of a moving average or because we're trending up maybe on a 1-minute chart and the RSI is high. We're looking at real transacted volume, real participants, right? And this happens day in, day out, regardless of the time frame. Same thing down here. When we traded down from here after IB closes, value area low, trapped volume, right? You see all this concentrated volume right here. Boom, zero print. No one else is willing to transact, buying in balance. We're going up. So when you get really good on the tape, you could scalp this long, scalp this short. And I say scalp, but this provided almost 20 points to the top side. And, well, you could do the math there, right? My point is that order flow is one of the true things that we could look at that's not a lagging indicator, right? This is purely factual. There's no subjectivity, and that's a problem when you have traders who trade off just technical analysis, trend lines, and then all those lagging indicators. There's too much subjectivity with trend lines and whatnot, and then with lagging indicators, it's just not helpful. It doesn't provide you an edge. And there's a reason why, if you work at any prop firm, you're at the desk, people use order flow, they use the DOM, they use footprint, market profile charts. There's a reason behind that, and it's because that is what provides you edge. So if you're interested in learning this approach, I trade using the TPO, footprint, market auction theory. I'll leave a link in the description to my website. If you're someone who's already a profitable trader, doesn't want another room or just noise from a room, I have a option where you could just have access to the daily plan tab, and there you can see my annotations and you can compare my reading to yours. I hope everyone had, again, a green week, a green day, and I'll see you guys next week. Have a great weekend.